transversus abdominis. Now look, this is the inguinal ligament from anterior superior iliac spine to pubic tubercle. And look over here. This is the anterior superior iliac spine. This is pubic tubercle. This is the inguinal ligament. The transversus abdominis, this muscle is transversus abdominis. It originates from the lateral part of the inner surface of the inguinal ligament. Then in continuation with that, look, over here is the inguinal ligament. It originates from this lateral part of inner surface of the inguinal ligament. Then in continuation with that, from the inner lip of anterior segment of the iliac crest. Again, from the inner lip originate the transversus. From this intermediate lip originate the internal oblique, and to the outer lip is inserted the external oblique. So in this continuity from this inguinal ligament, then from the inner lip of the anterior segment of the iliac crest, and then in continuation with that, the muscle originate from this lumbar fascia, and then you look, ascend upward. It originate from this last rib, and then you can see to these lower 6 costal cartilages. You can see it originate from this lower 6 costal cartilages, where the slips of the transversus interdigitate with the slips of the diaphragm, because the diaphragm also take origin from these lower 6 costal cartilages. In this way, continuous origin from these lower 6 costal cartilages, and then from the lumbar fascia, and then from the iliac crest, and then from the lateral part of inner surface of the inguinal ligament. Then this muscle passes medially, and again it reaches to the lateral border of the rectus abdominis muscle, where this transversus, the epineurosis transversus abdominis muscle, it passes deep to the rectus abdominis. And you know already, look, the epineurosis of external oblique, it passes superficial to the rectus abdominis. The epineurosis of the transversus passes behind the or posterior to the rectus abdominis, while the epineurosis of the internal oblique, it slips around this muscle. One passes superficial and one passes deep to it. And then this epineurosis of the transversus along with the posterior layer of the epineurosis of internal oblique meet or unite with that of the opposite side in the linea alba. And while the lowest fibers of this transversus, you note it, the lowest fibers of the transversus, these ones make it more clear. The lowest fibers, it descend downward, and along with that of the internal oblique, which we have removed now, these lowest fibers of transversus and lowest fibers of the internal oblique combinedly, they make with one another this white epineurotic or white flat tendon, which lies medial to this spermatic cord. First, these fibers passes anterior to the spermatic cord, arch around it, and then combined fibers of transversus and internal make this white sheet, which is called as conjoined tendon. And this conjoined tendon, then look, it over here is this spermatic cord. This conjoined tendon lies medial to the spermatic cord, and then it passes deep to the spermatic cord to be attached to this crest of the spine and to this pecten pubis. To the crest of the spine and to this pecten pubis, it is being attached. This is the insertion of the transversus abdominis muscle. Okay, then the nerve supply and the action of the muscles of the abdomen, that is these three oblique muscles, and then the rectus abdominis and piridalis muscle. I will do it combinedly in one another lecture. Thank you very much.